All right, everybody, what's up? Hopefully you're doing well. Renfail here, and today we are diving in and taking a look at Shadow of the Road, which is an upcoming turn-based game that is being published by Owlcat, and it's by Another Angle Games, I believe is the name of the company that is developing this. This was one of the first games that Owlcat announced they were publishing outside of their own games. I believe last year was when they made the announcement that they were going to be moving beyond simply developing and publish their own stuff between the Pathfinder games and the Warhammer stuff, and they were going to be publishing other indie titles. And I remember watching the teaser trailer for this going, this sounds super interesting because it's like feudal Japan, samurai mixed with steampunk and fantasy, so there's a weird blend of lots of different stuff. I don't quite know what to expect. I do know that I was provided with a closed alpha early access copy, so shout out to Owlcat for offering me the opportunity to try this. I believe the alpha starts on March 25th, which is when this is going to be airing. That's when the embargo goes down. So I'm playing this ahead of time, and I'm really looking forward to diving in and seeing exactly what there is. This is via Steam. I am playing a closed alpha build, so if we see any anomalies, just be aware that it is closed alpha, so there might be little things. There might be some features that are missing. Typical closed alpha sort of announcement here. Understanding that this is a work in progress, and we will go from there. I don't know if it has controller support. Um, it might. The Steam page said it did, but I don't know that it does. This is not the Nippon you know. Shadow of the Road takes place at the fall of the Edo period. It is a time of great change, not just for Nippon, but for the entire world. While some of those changes occurred in reality, many others are unique to our story. While great care has been taken to research and explore these areas with sensitivity, characters, locations, and events do not reflect their real-life counterparts. This is a work of fiction. As far as how and why these deviations from history have occurred, that is for you to discover. Welcome to Shadow of the Road. Another angle. The Battle of Toba Fushima.
日本を冷たい手で支配する
Civil war erupts between shogun and emperor, between divine traditions and ruthless progress.
哀れな思想にとらわれた二つの勢力が戦う我らが将軍様の神聖なる伝統異国の技術に魅入られた帝の軍に
There's some steampunk machines back there.
あまたの侍が虐殺されるその中には将軍の忠実な部下持ち
Mechs.
継ぐ師範もいた彼が残したのは二人の愛弟子戦に敗れ恥辱にまみれ落ち延びる父のような師匠を失い傷つき追われる彼らはもはや侍ではない名誉も未来も失ったただの浪人だ時代がこの国を塗り替えるそれは新たな幕開けかそれとも滅びの炎か
Creepy. Isumi Ryokan. A few days later, Satoru and Akira arrive at a well-traveled Ryokan, a half-day's march from Edo. A few surviving stragglers from the shogun's army occupy the booths around them. Wayless and grieving their fallen master, the Ronin consider their next move.
知っていたさ。持ち継ぐ師範は狡猾で容赦ないお方だったね。俺たちは一体何を考えてたんだ？
I think the volume on the voiceovers might be a little low. I didn't see a volume meter for the voiceovers, so we'll see. There does seem to be controller input, but I don't think there's controller support at this time. I'll check it again a little bit later. Okay, what were we thinking?
蔵に忍び込んであの自慢の酒を飲むなんて。
Can I hit the enter button? Yes. Satoru listens to the memory of a happier time in silence, a morose expression on his face. I don't speak Japanese, guys, so there's going to be a weird blending of Japanese with me talking occasionally. Spacebar.
足元がふらついて酒臭い。俺たちを待ち受けていたのは誰？
持ち継ぐ様だった。けどバレたのは俺のせいじゃなかった。
2 decades later, and his words still ring so clear. It's time to spar. A samurai is always prepared. Tell me, Satoru, what happened next? I do not recall. Akira raises an eyebrow. Is that so? You do not recall our battle of the ages, 2 students facing against the master? A sight I'll never forget. The shinai trembling in your hands, the concentration on your face, desperately holding on to the contents of your stomach. That's not how I remember it. He beat us until we could no longer stand. Was it a lesson or a punishment? Satoru remembers his master's words. A wound given in training is a wound taken from the battlefield. The word battlefield, Satoru's expression falls. He gazes into his Sakatsuki. So this is nice. We get the highlight to show us, you know, what different words mean for someone like me who isn't familiar with things. Traditionally, sake is served as part of a ceremony. At a Ryukanor inn, such as this, it is brought out to the guests in a heated bottle and then sipped in a small porcelain cup known as a sakazuki. You do not mourn him alone. Every strike of his blade, every lesson that he imparted, it is thanks to Master Mochisugu that we drink and remember.
Yeah.
It was our duty to protect him, but we failed. There was no way to save him, but you, Satoru, you I could save. I do not regret that. Our lives here have not been saved, Akira. We traded them for our honor. Oh, here we go. We get our first dialogue tree. Honor can be restored, our lives cannot. I will not rest until yours is claimed. Or we could say we can act as Onryu, vengeful spirits, particularly cruel and violent type of ghost. Often, though not exclusively women, these ghosts have been wronged or mistreated in life and return as spirits to exact their revenge on the enemies. I like that option. Akira was pushed moderately towards the cold-blooded path. Ooh, so there's choices for the dialogue options. Shotaro's eyes lock in determination. As Kamido demands of us, the way of the kami. Virtues, morals, and practices a true samurai should follow. Yomi no Kuni is the land of the dead. Oh, bad guys. Oh, one of them has guns. Yeah, so this is like, yeah, we've got a blend of like fantasy, steampunk, guns and swords. Wild dogs of the Shogun fleeing from your master's fallen heels. Come out, Ronin cowards. It seems we have been found. So he's got a bow. The other guy's got swords. Hiding does not become a warrior. I will flee no longer. Follow me, Satoru. I will teach him to fear the bite of a wild dog. I will defend the Shogun's honor. Samurai path. Okay, so there's different paths. I'm going to have to investigate what those are. Okay. Akira locks eyes with his old friend. Then we shall spill blood for the Shogun. yourselves. Have you no pride left? So, my informant spoke true. Shogunate cowards hiding for battle, drinking in shame. Speak your name, samurai. I am Kobayashi Keiichi, loyal servant of the great emperor, but I do not dress as samurai. I see only two ronin, allied to the traitorous shogun, too cowardly to join their feeble master in death. Ooh, careful, brave samurai. I hear insults and insolence. Akira's eyes shimmer in fury, but can your blades match your words? Kichi hesitates for a moment before steeling his resolve. Submit to the strength of Kobayashi clan and I will grant you merciful deaths. Dude, that's a lot of bad guys. And they have guns. You are not welcome here. Your emperor has been corrupted at the hands of these filthy gaijin. Means foreigner, doesn't it? Yeah, outside person. Ha! It appears the Japanese savage is upset. Where are these guys from? It says ENC. As Kichi sizes the room, a flash of uncertainty crosses his face. This isn't right. My informant. Oh, so those guys are on our side.
言葉は不要だ。答えは俺の刃が語る。
Oh, well. I guess we're gonna fight. Hang on, I'm adjusting some volume here real quick, guys, because the volume sounds a little loud here. I'm gonna drop the music a little bit to like 50. We'll see how that goes. That's a little better. Okay. Shadows of the Road is a tactical role-playing game that rewards careful planning and a strategic approach. In this tutorial, you will learn the basics of combat, camera controls, the timeline, movement, and skills. Use WASD to move the camera, Q and E. I'm assuming the middle mouse button. No, middle mouse button doesn't do anything, but it does scroll me in and out. Do I still have any controller support? No controller support. So I'm guessing there's no controller support with the alpha. Steam said it did, but I think Steam was wrong. It just said it would work with your Xbox controller, but it is not. Okay. We've got hit points laid off. I'm assuming red is bad guys, and the black background is not. Timing is critical. Okay, we see we've got turns timeline across the top. Each battle takes place according to the order displayed on the timeline. You can see this at all times at the top of your screen. Each combatant has their own turn interval score, which determines how often the turn occurs. A lower score means they can act more frequently. Attacks of opportunity occur during movement when a combatant passes within striking distance of an enemy. It can also occur when attempting to disengage from an enemy. This can be avoided. If planned movement will provoke an attack of opportunity, a red marker will be displayed. Sometimes, however, a risky mover is necessary to prevent an even greater disadvantage. The battlefield is represented by a square grid. Traversing this grid costs a movement point per tile, one per tile. To move your allies, hover over tile and press right mouse button. To rotate their position, hold right mouse button and drag in the desired direction. Move Satori to the highlighted tile. Combatants use skills. These are found along the bottom of the screen. Each skill consumes action points. Be sure to read skill descriptions carefully. Some consume more action points than others. Activate with a delay or have a cooldown before they can be used again. Use the Maofubuki Cut skill to attack. He strikes an enemy with Mafubaki. I'm gonna have to learn these names. Mafubuki, his katana. The attack deals 4 to 5 damage. Oh, I hit him in the back. A clean strike. Note that this enemy received bonus damage because they were struck from behind. I like back attacks. That's awesome. That's a little bit of old school D&D for us. He's got 1 remaining action point, but no enemies are within range. You do not need to spend all available action point or movement points each turn. Instead, carefully plan your moves to ensure long-term success. Press the button below to end his turn. Ooh, wields both blades of his daisho to strike. Man, I'm going to have to get sidetracked, guys, because Blanca is running around the room. I think she's got the zoomies right now. Yes, she does have the zoomies. Blanca, come here. Yes, you're being obnoxious, honey. She's chasing her tail. Oh my god. I wish I could show you guys the video of this. Come here. Some skills are not executed immediately. Instead, after activation, there is a delay. Come here. While a combatant prepares to unleash a powerful attack. Watch out, Satoru is in trouble. Note the red line indicating the looming danger. Destroy the cover blocking Akira's shot. When a combatant is preparing to lay attack, they are vulnerable. This presents an opportunity. Akira is now free to strike his target. Doing so will break the attack, preventing a tally, and also award him a bonus action point. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Thought that I did. Well, I could do more than one. My weapon is jammed. Cover me. More powerful skills often come with unique drawbacks or conditions for use. Satoru has unlocked the devastating Twin Blades skill, which is a particular form of cooldown only become available after 2 enemies have been killed. By paying attention to each skill's requirements, side effects, and use, you can often strategize for removal sequences and outwit your enemies. Alright, so move and attack the EANC rifleman using the Twin Blades skill. Twin Blades says he wields both of his daisho to strike a single enemy twice in quick succession. I gotta remember to turn the cameras with this. Oh, I can't turn. There we go. Okay, we're done. Akira brings his own arsenal to the field. By lining up his shot, he can fire with immense power, which is a delayed skill. However, he is also vulnerable to breaks when using this skill, so make sure he is positioned correctly. Prepare on any enemy. It doesn't say I should be okay for now. The riflemen have a reload time. Use what you have learned to mop up the rest of the enemies. Can I use the numbers? Yeah, I can use the number pit. Okay. Okay. Nice. I gotta remember to turn the camera. Oh, so holding it down doesn't turn it continuously. It's button taps. So you have to do tap, 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 tap. Okay, so it's incremental. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this guy. And then we're gonna move. Break that line of sight. Oh, he's a chicken. He's gonna keep running. Out of range. Oops. Okay, we made it. Uh-oh, here come the reinforcements. Should have run when you had the chance. Beyond damage, abilities can have widespread effects, including reshaping the timeline. Here, Kichi delivers a staggering strike that shifts Satoru's next turn rightwards, allowing enemies to move first. Oh, so they can adjust our turn on the turn sheet. Shift. That's going to be interesting to use to like push an opponent's attacks later on down the timeline. That's cool. With his shifting attacks and covered by two riflemen, he's a treacherous adversary. Note that frequent delayed attacks leave his riflemen vulnerable to breaks and bonus AP. Take advantage of this AP to perform multiple actions per turn. Not quite sure I understand that part of it. The bonus AP. I guess when you break... Gosh, hitting escape does not... What is this? Leader's call. Cause this command modify the turn of arrow by maneuvering the pursuit, allowing the turns to earn more kick on the timeline. Yes, please. Alright. I've got twin strikes. he ran, but I got him with an attack of opportunity. Poop. There's cover mechanics at play too. Ooh, we had a kill assist. Does he have a pistol at his belt too? That's kind of cool. Or is that his like shotgun? Oh, we got magic on the field. Magic. Do you believe in magic? And I hope you do. I got a glowing fist that'll hurt you too. May the kami rejoice at your victory. Sama. It cannot end this way. You don't understand. We were promised. I see the teaching of Mochitsugu Dono in your blades, warriors. Satoru, Akiri, your discipline honors him. It is good to see you even in these troubling circumstances. The Emperor fights for a new Nippon. Don't you see? He will give rise to Enough! Akira's eyes remain fixed on the wounded samurai, his expression imperceptible. Let me, Satoru. Kishi closes his eyes. Haran-san, Aikiku, I tried. Everything I've done. I hope you know that. Remember me as a samurai. Toyasu studies Satoru and Akira, carefully observing in silence. Oh, are we getting a timer? Is this... There was a timer counting down. I had the choice to do it myself, let my friend do it, or to spare him. Oh, we're not sparing him. He came after us. An honorable death, perhaps better than he deserved. I am glad you walked the path of our faith. Come with me, we must speak. Now then. Toyasu looks at the two Ronin, the faint wisp of a smile on his lips. I take it you have had your fill of sake. Might I also assume you know who I am? Of course, Toyasu-sami, faithful hand of the shogun. Master Mochitsugu has praised you often, and for him praise was not... I mean, he was many things, but... Akira, let us not speak ill of Mochitsugu-sama. Toyasu nods. Silence is like a flower. Mochitsugu Dono know this well, and yet he voiced praise for you both too, most loyal and most capable of his pupils. In this time of great war, his loss will be felt all the more. The Emperor, he must be stopped. Toyasu sweeps his arm over the battle-ruined Ryuken. Look around you. You have seen firsthand that misguided men follow his proclamations blindly. And the power of these Gaijin weapons. By the way, those of you who are complaining that Assassin's Creed Shadows had bad voiceovers don't know what you're talking about, because this is bad voiceovers. I'm not, I can't pronounce these names and words very well, so I'm just reading. I'm not trying to do any role play right now. When I know things a little bit better, I'm more comfortable reading and doing actual voices, which you've seen me do in like Lord of the Rings, Pathfinder, D&D stuff, Forgotten Realms stuff, but I'm not familiar with these names, so my pronunciation is probably really bad. The power of these Gaijin weapons. Indeed, this machinery war wreaks havoc on our lands. Each morning my pigeons return with news of his depravity. He unfurls a messenger scroll and reads from it. Hiroji, a 12-year-old servant in the Emperor's castle, found in possession of a Shinto talisman. The execution of Hiroji's parents, both cast into an enormous clay pot, boiled alive. They were what? That is not all. Their flesh was served as stew to Hiroji. He was forced to dine upon his parents or suffer the same fate. He returns the scroll to his kimono.
そうか。
Emperor Mutsuhito is an enemy to all Nippon. Under his will, our lives, our traditions, our connection to the kami, all will be taken from us. I must ask a request of you, warriors. But first, do you have questions? How did you know we were here? Knowledge is my business. Even the drunken rambles of two runaway ronin and their past misadventures. He gives a smirk. Satoru looks down in embarrassment. Getting drunk in the tavern. It's not too hard to figure out where you guys were. We are at your service. What is your request?
そうだね。
Forge in a clay pot big enough for the Emperor. Tomorrow you will present yourselves to the Shogun at Idu. He wishes to speak with you.
え
Shogun Tokugawa-sama. For over 200 years, the Tokugawa dynasty has presided over Nippon. The current shogun, Tokugawa Yoshinobu, was the 15th of his lineage. Under their rule, Nippon has undergone many changes. It has strived for a greater connection to the kami, with a military and moral code unified as Kamido. The shogunate position is to reject the corruptive influence of Gaijin, particularly those from the far reaches of the Western world, and to maintain its power as de facto rulers. Of course, those objectives have left the shogun at a direct odds with the emperor. We are Ronin. We are unworthy of the shogun. And yet, I ask it of you anyway. Will you refuse?
いや、
Of course not. We will be there. Good. Rest now, and tomorrow you shall address the shogun. Together we will discuss the future of our land.
Tayasu led them to Edo, to the Shogun, guardian of faith and kami, defender of tradition, warden of magic.
Your mission is simple, but it's also crucial. You will travel to my friend's house and escort his son on your way back to me. Kill anyone who tries to kill the boy, or even worse, to kidnap him. I forbid you to fail, for the boy will reverse the course of the war.
Such an opportunity to restore the honor. But who is the boy?
Who is the boy? Good question. I need to know more. That's an interesting blend of, like, we've got English stuff as well as Japanese dialogue. Okay, the shogun has delivered his instructions. Travel to the Sugiyama estate and escort its young master back to Edo. The boy will change the course of the war. The meaning behind these words remains a mystery. Still, Satoru and Akira travel in secrecy through forest roads. On a rain-soaked evening, they arrive at their destination. But this is exactly what I mean. If this boy is so important, why send us? Change the course of the war? Surely the Shogun's Hatamoto would be better suited. Ugh. And besides,
俺にもお前の問いに答えはない。アキラ、将軍の御前でひざまずいたのは俺もお前も同じだ。聞いた言葉も同じだ。そして、ならば、黙って歩こう。
Akira begins to speak again, but then thinks better of it.
何？
An abandoned cart? The wares have been left unattended. Where is the owner? Was that an Amerf? Oh my god, I can't pronounce that word. And it went by so fast. Reminds me of the Cho-chan dancing with them in the rain. Akira chatters happily, their stern words already forgotten. In free exploration mode, you will traverse a mystical world filled with secrets and adventures waiting to be discovered. As you journey, you may discover collectible items, interactable objects, and characters with their own stories to tell. Pay attention to what you discover to learn deeper insights about Nippon, its customs and history, and the lives of its inhabitants. Click on the ground with right mouse button. Oh, now we can move around the camera. Okay, so now when I hold down the middle mouse button, I can move the camera around, which is nice. Okay. We have a note here. quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. The journal is essential for tracking progress, gathering information, and reviewing your knowledge. It automatically records entries as you collect items, interact with others, and discover details about the world. Entries are organized into categories for easy reference, ensure you view these entries periodically. Open the journal by pressing J. Okay. This gives me details on all the individuals and things I've met so far. Okay. We've got some stuff that seems to be grayed out right at the moment. There's a skill tab, a perks tree, a relations tree. There's objectives. Let's see here. These are the two characters that I have. This is the archer. This is him. These are their skills. Okay. Alt or tab, neither one of those highlight anything. Do I have a map? Don't have a map. At least not, I can't pull up a map. I can't seem to scroll the camera in any direction, so I'm just learning all of the various options here. Playing around with the volume on things too. Okay, so it's a locked perspective to the characters right where they are right now. Double checking the controller again just to see if by chance there's any. It doesn't appear, so I think we can definitely write that off as no controller support. So, because I don't have a map yet, I don't know which direction I might want to be traveling. They call this free mode. Oh, I think we're blocked from going in that direction. So I'm guessing we're meant to follow the creature that we saw run down the road, probably. I don't know the name of such creature. There are tracks here, footprints. They lead deeper into the forest. Whoa. We've got like dancing mushroom critters and a dead body. So we've got some mysticism too. Pale blue robes, trimmed hair, but these are not the calloused hands of a warrior, a merchant if I had to guess. He left our world on his own terms, but why so suddenly? Okay, what is this word right here? Amerfurikozo? Amerfurikozo are benign yokai or supernatural entities connected with rainfall. They manifest as childlike figures and often carry umbrellas, paper lanterns, and headgear to guard against the rain. The weather seems to have drawn these ones over. You can't see anything in your big old hats, can you? Of course you can't. Do you mind? Of course you don't, you little fellas. We should inform someone at the residence of the body here. As you wish, but we could also take a look at the cart. Now that we know its owner is no longer with us. Okay, so we can go back to the cart and take a look at the goodies that might be within. The owner's not going to mind. Let's check out the wares. Rifles, the contents of the boxes. We've got raku pottery, statuettes of Amaterasu, Kami of the Sun. Azami tea and a few toki extracts. What is this? A strange device? A weapon or something else? Isn't this gaijin technology? What should we do? We take the herbs and the device. I don't like it, but it may help our cause. A mysterious ENC device, a leaflet, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
そうそう。
By understanding an enemy, we can defeat it. Maybe this device can even be used. Satoru, let us go now. We must find the boy for Shogun Tokugawa. Okay, on your journey, your party will collect many items, each serving different purposes and imbued with various properties. Often these items can be used. Some are boons in combat, others hinder your enemies. Others may seem to serve no immediate use, but hold on to them because they may hold value later. You cannot equip items during combat, so always make sure you're prepared before combat. Okay, Toki extract restores hit points. That's a healing thing. Azami Tea shifts the enemy rightwards by 5. Oh, can we do this per character? Okay. Taken from a deceased merchant belonging. We extend our gratitude to you for enjoying the services of our skilled physicians. Leonard Blakemore Jr. would also like to extend an invitation. Please visit our newly opened hospitals in Hiroshima and Okayama. All citizens of Nippon Loyal Roads Empire can rely upon world-leading care from our doctors and surgeons free of charge. And then we have a mysterious device. It's got a small handle and a red button. No amount of prodding or poking makes its purpose clear. I can't equip it, so. Now let's go to him as well, because he can equip some potions. Okay, so we're done with that. By the way, is there a quick save? Does not appear to be any quick save option. Oh, what is this? A pile of chopped wood exposed to the rain and surrounded by footsteps in the mud. On the fence, a thick cloth cover. Someone was working hard but left in a hurry. Judging by the axe marks, they are not a skilled craftsperson. So this is like their way of highlighting items. Can we use it? No. So that's the powder that we can loot. Hang on. Mizuhiki? What's a Mizuhiki? An art form created by playing rice paper chords into elegant designs. It's a little muddy, but the colors symbolize peace and to ward off evil. Who goes there? Approach slowly, strangers. I am Mamoru Satoru, and my name is Takigi Akira. We gladly find ourselves in your care, fellow warriors of the Shogun. The Sentry studies Akira with a mixture of curiosity and disgust. As white as a yuri. It is them, Akito. But we are not fellow warriors, Ronin. Of course. We did not mean to offend. We proceed. Master Kanjuro awaits your arrival. We're keeping an eye on you. Watch your steps. Even a lowly Ronin can know the value of honor and hospitality. Reprimand? Ha! A lowly Ronin should know when to hold his tongue. Guards didn't like that. Whisper to the guard. No, I'm going to remain silent. I'm going to remain silent. I am above the insults. An old unkempt man in decrepit clothes watches the rain fall into the courtyard. This must be Seguyama Kinjiro. Upon seeing the two Ronin, he calls out, "You two, finally! Making an old man wait in the rain. Every day I'm reminded that manners have forsaken our world. Our apologies. We traveled at greatest speed to meet you." "You're here for the boy?" "Yes, Kinjiro-sama. By order of the Shogun, we have come to escort your son to Edo." The old man's nostrils flare in anger. "That little snot is no son of mine. I've given him shelter, clothes, and food, but the ungrateful bat has been exploiting my kindness for far too long. Take him." A woman appears from the doorway. "Asuke, my, who are you, my dear?" "You're young enough to be Kinjiro's daughter." "My dear, let's not share such bitter words with our guests." "Oh, she's a consort." "You presume to instruct my manner." "Forgive me, my love. I've only come to—" "How dare you interrupt me? All I'm doing for my own goodness is to correct your mistake. Now do as you're told and stay in the house." "Kinjiro-sama, my son is not a mistake." "Oh, so she's the mother." "And still you speak. A wife obeys her husband. Return to the house." "I only want to say goodbye." "Now!" This is as I said, manners have forsaken this world. Perhaps if my wife valued her purity to begin with, we would have avoided this mess. I'm gonna remain diplomatic. "As you say, Kinjiro-sama." "I've wasted enough time with all this. You'll likely find the boy by the koi pond. Take him and be on your way." "Should we stay for dinner?" Our priority is the boy. We must remain obedient. "As you say, Satoru-sama." So they kind of have their own banter and back and forth between each other. That's interesting. As your allies grow in power, they gain skill points. These are awarded after story missions, side quests, and other activities. You currently have 1 to spend. Oh, wow. We have a very complex skill tree. Oh. That sounds cool. Notice how every skill has perk points attached to it. This is yet another kind of progression. More on that later. So to a destiny enemy delivering strikes. It does 1 body, 1 mind, 1 spirit. Unlock, please. Every hero from the team gained a perk point, so I also get to spend a point here. So this allows me to have a melee attack. Oh, I also need to equip that. Oh, my bad. I also need to make sure to equip that. Okay. Okay. So we got some skill points. Yep. Cool. Alright. Well, from here we gotta go find the boy. But before I do, this is the point where I say, we're going to wrap up this first impressions playthrough here because I want you to go play the alpha for yourselves, and I would love for you to tune in and watch me stream this game, which is going to be happening in the very near future as soon as I get through with the 2 releases that we're working on right now. Because right now, this is going live on the 25th, so you're watching this playthrough on the 25th. Assassin's Creed Shadows just launched. Atomfall just launched. I got to get through at least one of those to open up a slot for this. So as soon as I wrap up whichever one of those games finishes first, I'm going to be adding this to the stream playthrough so that we can actually do a live stream of the alpha. So hopefully you'll tune in for that. But in the meantime, there's a link to the page down below, so you can go over to their Steam page, check it out for yourself, decide if you want to hop on in. And again, thanks to Owlcat for providing me with an early access key to the closed alpha, so I had a chance to get a first look at this. And if you want to know more, don't forget to stay tuned. I will be dropping an early thoughts review on the game shortly. This will be airing first. Tomorrow we'll air the early thoughts video so that you get a chance to watch the playthrough, and then you can come back tomorrow tomorrow to find out what I thought about the playthrough or what my thoughts are so far on Shadow of the Road. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams happen at around 5 a.m. Central every single morning. We play for about 6 hours in the morning, then we come back in the afternoon for another 2 to 3 hours. This is the day job. There's more than 7,500 videos on the YouTube channel, so hopefully you'll check all those other games out as well. And until next time, stay safe and happy gaming.